I'm gonna share a secret with you. My life is super average, and that's okay. Hi there, my name's TK. This is my channel. Around here, I just like to share with you ways in which I'm trying to live my life with more intention. So what is to come is my attempt at honoring those tiny, unremarkable tasks that make up my day-to-day life and ultimately bring me a lot of satisfaction. And this week's video is brought to you by my semi-constant state of anxiety. Just kidding. That's what I was gonna talk to you about. And while I think it is critically important that we talk about mental health in productive and inclusive ways, I don't know if it's what I need to be focusing on today. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. I've been feeling a little extra anxious with maybe a touch of seasonal depression mixed in, and after speaking to a couple friends who reported having similar symptoms, I decided what might be of better use to myself, them, and hopefully you too, is to talk a little bit about the average, ordinary things in my life that I am super grateful for, but I take them for granted every day. So a little bit more about my average life. I don't mean to say it is not full in so many ways. I am incredibly fortunate to have a whole army of wonderful friends. I am also incredibly lucky to be in a loving long-term relationship that has its own challenges, but like major benefits that outweigh every stupid argument we've ever had. Probably the most adorable thing in my life are my two dogs, obviously. I'm hoping to have a video in the next couple weeks where you can like officially meet them and learn some of their quirks. Hold on, maybe you can hear him right now. No, he stopped chewing. Connor's favorite thing to do when I'm shooting is to just stand underneath the camera and chew a bone like this. Hey, bud. So I'm gonna walk you through some parts of my day. Today is Sunday, February 23rd, and here's some stuff that I did. I got out of bed around 8:30 and then took it pretty easy. Dan and I just played with the dogs in the living room for a couple hours, and then we went on a breakfast adventure. The spot we were trying to go to had a pretty long line, so we decided to try something new. Where are we going? Where'd you go? After breakfast, we rushed home because I had a chat with two of my friends planned. So it is 3:40 right now. Finally got a shower. My call with Lauren and Emily went long, but that's good. We got a lot of wedding planning ideas squared away for Tim and Emily this fall. And Dan started the video edit and I did some work on that and then got in the shower and now it's almost 4. Still want to get to the grocery store today. Before I go to the grocery store, I should probably do my planner so I know what meal prepping needs to be done. And I'm breaking out, so I want to do a quick little face mask on my problem areas, which are my chin and my nose and forehead. And in the time it takes this guy to dry, I should be able to have my week planned out, and then it'll be like 4 and go to the grocery store and try to remember to take my time. Enjoy the little things. If you are interested in how I plan my days or my weeks or my meals, that all comes from my Passion Planner, and I did a deep dive of how I've been using that product for the last few years on a video a while back. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the card and in the description. So then I went to the grocery store and I almost drove right back out of the parking lot, but I remembered we're enjoying the little things. So I put on a Hidden Brain podcast, and it was actually a pretty good time.
After the grocery store, I cleaned up for a little bit and sat down and reviewed my to-do list that I had made the night before. It turns out I was forgetting something. Again. After I meditated, I fed the dogs and fed me and Dan, fed the plants. Did a little reading, and then I put this video together.
So I'm sharing this with you because maybe you also do this thing where you put a ton of emphasis on structuring your days in ways that you can improve the things that you need to do to be your best self. And maybe you're also just going through the motions without acknowledging like how wonderful it is that you have the time to take care of yourself or the people you love or your space. Because those are the things that matter. Yes, maybe it is mundane and incredibly average, but not every life needs to be exciting every day. In fact, I don't think anyone's is. And that brings me to my favorite thing that I've watched recently, and it's the interview Brené Brown did with Tim Ferriss on his podcast, where they talk about a lot of things, but one of the things they mention is that they both get requests from reporters really regularly to follow them for a day. Like, what's a day in Brené Brown's life like? And both of them turn it down. They're like, it's super boring. I'm loading and unloading a dishwasher. But I think that matters. I hate unloading the dishwasher. But I have the time to do it. I have a dishwasher. That in itself is like a small miracle. So even though it's average, I don't think it's unimportant. And maybe I'm just not valuing my incredibly ordinary life enough. So this is my effort to do that a little more, to think about it a little deeper, to maybe bring you some joy in the ordinary things in your life, and ultimately to keep moving towards a more intentional lifestyle. For those of you who are asking if you would like to get notifications when I upload a video, which is hopefully every Monday for the rest of the foreseeable future, you hit the subscribe button next to my face and then click the bell notification to make sure that you get a push notification every Monday when that upload is complete. You can also like this video that tells other people my content is worth watching. That's why I ask that you like and subscribe. But most of all, I just hope that you found this video useful. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Please go enjoy that incredibly average and ordinary life you are likely living, because it's important in ways that maybe you're not acknowledging. I appreciate you. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.